Hello and welcome back to Mastering Qt. In this video, we are going to be building on top of our GUI from episode 1. We're going to do this by using and implementing some new widgets and mechanisms that are fundamental to Qt. Let's go ahead and get started. The first new widget we are going to work with is a push button. Go ahead and include QPushButton, and let's create an instance of it. Once we have an instance, we can display the push button to see how it looks. QWidgets have a wide range of parameters and functions available to them. QLabel and QPushButton have similar structures such as set text. You can test your new button by using show. Now that we have two widgets we want to be displayed, we need to implement a layout. This is going to allow our view to flow and function correctly. Qt has multiple ways to structure a window, one of them being QBoxLayout. Let's go ahead and include that and start implementing. QBoxLayout requires an alignment to be provided, so let's choose top to bottom. We can now add widgets to the layout. As you can see, both objects we implemented are QWidgets. Now that our layout contains our two widgets, we must store the layout within a new QWidget to be added to the main window. If you go ahead and give this a test, you can see that your GUI has both the QLabel and QPushButton. At this point, you may be wondering why the button we have implemented has no functionality. That is because Qt utilizes an object communication dictated by signals and slots. The connection occurs between an object who sends out a signal and an object who is waiting to receive the signal through a slot. Let's take a second to think which object we want a signal to be sent from. We're going to want the push button to emit the press signal, and our code to react when that occurs. All of the signals can be found within the Qt documentation for QPushButton. In this example, we are not going to be receiving the signal through a slot, but rather implementing a lambda function. this lambda, we are going to create a simple text manipulation via the button being pressed. We're going to utilize some style sheets similar to those of HTML and CSS. This allows us to change the parameters such as the text color, font weight, and font size every time the button is pressed. With these couple of changes, we can create a unique button-label relationship that can be expanded on and customized to your liking. That's going to wrap up episode 2 of Mastering Qt. In the next video, we'll be creating a project to build on top of all the skills worked on in episodes 1 and 2. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel. Leave some feedback down